So it started with my sister. I was about 4 years old, she was 17. Hodgkin's lymphoma, survivor. Then my dad. It was my senior year in high school and chemo the day before I left for college. Parkinson's and leukemia, surviving. But this one hit harder. My mom. Beginning of sophomore year, bile duct cancer. She lasted 1 year.
You're not gonna film me, right?
Of course not.
Are you filming me right now?
No.
You're lying to me because I feel self-conscious about my walk. Remember when that deer popped out of nowhere? Yeah.
You'd think I'd be used to it by now, but this time was different.
He would have popped out at me.
My life came to a screeching halt.
Because I wouldn't.
No more school,
I don't know.
no more band, just work and hospital visits. After my mom passed away, I returned to school hoping for some sense of normalcy. I took comfort in living with the same people as freshman year. We lived in the same hall, then apartment, and became inseparable ever since, especially my roommate and I.
Look, bubbles. Look, Hannah, bubbles. Hannah, come look at the bubbles. Hannah, leave the fucking cat alone. No, it was come. No, leave the cat alone.
I consider myself an extremely lucky person to have such amazing friends and family, both here and back home in LA. But something was different. Everything was different. I was an anachronism. I was neither here nor there. My past was a figment of my imagination, and now I don't belong anywhere.
Okay, describe your sophomore and junior years. Let's see. Well, Kim left the beginning of winter quarter sophomore year. So the last 2 quarters were, I don't know, just weird. It was really weird at first because there was an empty bed right next to me, and honestly, I wasn't used to sleeping alone, so that was really uncomfortable or weird. And then junior year was like the lost year. I don't know. The lost year.
I wanted to know what they thought about me.
Because she wasn't there.
About whatever it is that happened.
Obvious that somebody was missing and that.
If they're as confused as I am. If the lost time affected them as much as it affected me.
Bumped into her and like, I don't know, I still didn't really believe it. Like, oh, like I'm filing for withdrawal or like taking
I
a
didn't know
leave.
what to say because she wasn't in front of me and I didn't know how to say something that sounded sincere online.
Decision.
I hope everything's okay kind of thing.
Like, imagine having to
And
make
in
that
reality,
decision, you know? Like, I mean, I definitely think she made the right choice, you know, because it's family, you know? Like,
it wasn't awkward at all. Like, or I definitely was surprised when you first told me. I was like, "What the fuck?" Like,
honestly,
it
I
was
didn't really
it was
feel
crazy. I was just like,
anything
"Oh my
because
god!" Like, this
I knew
is amazing. You
there
know?
was something missing, but at the same time, it was almost like I knew she was gonna come back, or like I
we're
don't
kind
know.
of all back together again. But at the same time, it was still like she had never really left to begin with. I mean, obviously there was difference. Like, Sonia.
I just think of weird film movies. I think of crazy ass hairstyles. I think of like badass LA-ness coming out of her, you know, just excreting. I think of her music. I think a lot about band because I was like, dude, it'd be pretty cool to jam with her. But I think above all, it just brings a little critter joy to the house, and having her this year was honestly a really amazing way to end the year, like all of us together. So I don't know.